Hey guys, welcome to the Rusty Beauties garage. This is a video about the diff mounts on this TR6. So as you can see, I have it taken apart big time because there's many things that we want to do with the diff, with the exhaust, with the trailing arms. But we're gonna start deep down there with the diff mounts first because they are in a pretty bad shape, and I'm gonna show you now what I mean. All right, so we are here under the car, and as you can see, the diff is out, the drive shaft is out, and I wanted to show you here how somebody repaired it before. So this is where the TR6s struggle with the diff mounts. This cracks, this mount here cracks. Then when you drive forward and then you switch to reverse sometimes, or when you're accelerating, you can hear this clunk. And that's where it comes from, because one of these is snapped. And obviously this has been snapped before and somebody repaired it, but look how they repaired it. They put a piece of metal here, which, well, looks like they welded it actually. I thought it was just riveted here, but looks like they riveted it in place and then they welded it. But here they couldn't reach on this side, so look at that. So I don't see what the point is of the whole thing if it is not held on this side, you know. And because somebody made a homemade panel for here to repair the frame, they didn't have access to this side to weld. So we'll see how we're gonna repair it, but in the first place we have to clean it. It's greasy and rusty, so we'll see. With the needle scaler, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna clean the whole area since we're here. It's gonna be stupid of us if we don't clean it up everywhere and paint it properly once we are done. So let me clean it up and I'll bring you back and we're gonna see more about it. All right, so I cleaned the flaky rust as much as I could, and I removed this repair patch that they put here that was welded only on this side, and believe me, it wasn't even welded very well. And you can see the problem here. That's what happens. This is a poorly designed diff mount because it doesn't hold much, right? So I'm gonna pull out the kit and see what parts we have. We should have plates that go on both sides here and box this section. I also cleaned this part. I don't know if we have any repair panels for here. I don't know what the kit includes, but we're gonna pull it out and see. But before we do that, I'm gonna clean it up now, all the grease and stuff, with brake cleaner, and then I'm gonna spray rust converter so it has time to do its magic. All right, so this is the kit, and it came from the roaster factory. So, oh, nice. So they give you reinforcement bracket to go over the ones that crack. And these are the box sections, so these box it on the side like this. So we have 4 of these for this. I'm only not sure what these are. All right, I figured it out. And it's more complicated than what I expected. I used another kit before, and it was, I don't know where it came from, but this bracket was only this part and this part. So it went over this one, and it was only up to here and here, so it went all the way, touched this one, and it was welded to the sides here and here, of course, and then the boxed section came to the side. This one, obviously it's meant to replace entirely this bracket, so this needs to come out. This goes in and replaces it, and before this one goes in, this one goes on the boat and it goes all the way up there, you see. The thing is, this is meant to be installed when the boat is not on the frame, And when you can flip the frame upside down and do it properly, here it's gonna be tricky, but I guess we have to do it. The tricky part is gonna be to grind the bolt around so the bracket that goes on top can go through. Anyways, there's no room for you and me here at the same time, so I'm gonna work on my own and I'm gonna give you updates every once in a while. All right, I was able to cut this bracket. It was tricky, but I managed. Maybe I'm gonna try and figure out a way to show you for this one when I do it. But anyways, let's see for now. Oh, let me turn off this light for a second so we can avoid the glare. Yeah, that's better, right? So I removed the bracket and I cleaned it up a little bit more, and look at this here. Focus there, please. Okay. And look at this here. There's a crack coming this way, there's a crack coming this way, there's a crack going that way. So that's why you need that plate that goes on top here, you see? So I'm not gonna weld these because then I'm not gonna be able to put my other plate on top. So I'm just gonna put this as it goes. Let me see if I can do it one-handed. Like this. Looks like I'm gonna have to shorten it a little bit. I don't know. I'll figure out what's holding it. But yeah, there's some more rust here. Anyways, we're gonna push it all the way up there. We're gonna weld around the bolt and we're gonna weld the sides, and that's gonna make it solid, because if we weld these, we're not gonna be able to push that plate all the way up. And then of course the other one comes like this. So I'm doing everything one-handed here and fits inside, and we're gonna weld that as well, and then the two sides. But again, I'm gonna show you just updates for this one. All right, I had to grind the hole a little bit here and on the other side so it can allow it to actually go a little bit on an angle, and now it fits perfectly. All right, so now I'm gonna paint everything. I'm gonna paint here with weld through primer. I'm gonna paint the back of this plate and we're gonna put it there and weld it, and then we're gonna deal with the rest. All right, it's welded. The welding doesn't look great, I know, but it's solid, believe me. So that's probably hot now. Yeah, now I'm gonna prime it again on this side. I'm just gonna wait for it to cool down a little bit. We're gonna spray weld through primer again, and we're gonna weld the other part as well. I don't want to spray anything else because I'm not gonna be able to weld, but at least primer is gonna be fine. All right, so I managed to put this in place. I needed to open actually here a little bit the frame because it was not fitting well. So I measured pretty much from there how high this is, or how far from here this bracket is, and I tried to position it the same way. I'm pretty sure it is where the old one was. So let's weld it. All right, let's weld it. Wow, I forgot something. Okay, you see, I welded it even there, inside, and here, and there. So now these other ones come this way. It's hot. Okay, I'm gonna have to paint the back, but oh, it's hot, guys. It's hot. Don't touch. But one option is to shorten it and weld it to my old weld. The other option is just to put it a little bit on an angle, which is maybe a better option, and we're gonna be able to weld it everywhere. I just need to paint the back. We're gonna spray one more time inside there, and we're gonna go from there. First of all, I have to weld also here actually, because I didn't weld here, I forgot. Okay, I'm gonna weld there as well. Okay, I can't really see, like I welded it without any visual, so So you can see much better than what I see. I can't even see your screen right now, so I'm hoping that I'm pointing it the right direction. All right, it's all welded. This side was really hard to reach, but I managed to weld it everywhere, even in this corner here. This one I did blindfolded. I literally don't have way to see there. The only way is now with you, with my camera. But it worked well, I think. So it's super hot now. So I'm gonna let it cool down. Did I weld here? Oh, I missed. I still need to weld here. You see, I keep missing. Anyways, we're gonna weld this, and then we're gonna bring one of the rubber mounts for here, and we're gonna see what we have to grind, because I don't want to grind anything that doesn't need to be ground. If we don't have to grind around the boat, I prefer to leave it this way. But when I look at this one, looks like it needs to be ground pretty flush there. Anyways, let me weld this, and then we're gonna start cutting this off. And this time, I think through that hole over there, I might be able to position you so you can see how I cut this metal from here. All right, so the other one is boxed as well, and I took one of the new Diff mounts, and you see it has the bevel here, and it's, I guess, exactly for this reason. So I'm not gonna grind anything. It fits right between the welds, but even if it doesn't, it's rubber. It's gonna be fine. I just wanted to check that before I weld this, because I didn't want to make it too bulky like this one. But now that I know that it has a bevel, I can make it as bulky as I want. Alright, so it's all finished and painted. I also painted here, inside and everywhere. So now it's gonna be as solid as actually it's gonna be more solid than what it was out of the factory. So that's it. So that's gonna do it for this video, guys. So thank you for sticking with me in the garage, keeping me company while I did that. It took about 5 hours, so it's not an easy job, and that's only the repairs underneath. I mean, without taking the differential out and putting it back together, because that involves removing the exhaust as well, and the sliding axles, and the drive shaft and everything. So that's gonna do it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching, thanks for commenting and subscribing, thanks for sharing, thanks for supporting the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.